you'd be so kind, tell us your full name and how do you connect to this?
Wow, that's a mouthful of it. Well, my name is Rick Mim, and I was first introduced to the Catholic worker movement in 1980 as a high school student at Wahlert High School in Dubuque, Iowa. We had a Catholic worker house in Dubuque at that time that I would go down to and help clean the basement or organize the food shelf, and got to know the wonderful radical women that were providing hospitality there in Dubuque on the flats, East 21st Street. And then I went to Loras College, which is in Dubuque, and continued my connection with the house there, just very marginally. Would go down maybe only once or twice a year. But something about what happened there in their own radical sort of understanding of the Gospels, it resonated with me, and it sort of set me on a trajectory that has brought me to this place today and continues to affect my life and kind of is the foundation of how I understand my faith. So from Loras, I went to seminary in Collegeville, Minnesota, St. John's University, and there was another Catholic worker house in St. Cloud. Some really radical folks there doing hospitality to the homeless in somewhat of what I thought was a chaotic fashion, because there were people all over the place. I mean, sleeping just everywhere. And so it was an overwhelming experience while I was in seminary.
Tell me a little bit what is happening in Dubuque, in your life, with your community, with your plans, your hopes and aspirations up there now in 2009.
Well, there's significant things happening. My wife and I married, started the Catholic worker in Dubuque after the first one closed in 1992. So there was no hospitality for women and children at that time in Dubuque, and so we were at Loras College at that time as faculty and staff. And we got together with some old Catholic workers who were still around and opened another house, Hope House, which was 15 years ago. And we were there, lived there for 5 years, and then have been a part of it through its entire history. But in that, we felt drawn to start a Catholic worker farm, as we understood that through Peter Morin's agronomic university. And so we found a place to do that, and have been down there for 8 years at New Hope Farm. Mary and I and our children, and various...
Any new people coming?
Yeah, so various people would come in and out through that, but now we have a pretty established community of, there's 11, well, yeah, soon to be 12 of us.
Wow.
There. So from that, another house of hospitality in Dubuque has sprung up, Josiah House, which will open actually October 1st. Craig and Michelle are a couple with children who are starting that new chapter in Dubuque Catholic worker history. And then there's another couple from Rockville, Maryland, who found us via the school, the Catholic worker school part, which is at the farm, and wanted to do a sort of a monastic contemplative piece of the Catholic worker, but very intentionally working with Catholic workers who are wanting to deepen their spirituality, their relationship with God, and would come there and stay for a week or 6 months, and they have an enormous amount of resources in regards to reading material, DVDs, and then just being able to Christina and Stephen offering themselves as sort of guides or companions in the spiritual journey. So, yeah, we've grown in that sense of being a real presence in Dubuque and the Dubuque area. And, yeah, it feels good that God's message of peace and unity and hope.
Great. A lot happening up there. Gosh, next year we'll have to do an update. Great. Thank you so much.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Great.